You've been at Shaolin since you left.
Yeah, pretty much. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I've been stuck in Shaolin in my head ever since I left. Yo, I'm about to go watch the Kung Fu movie when I get home.
Manga. Shrez knocked his ass out like 3 times. It's crazy. This man came out with Fat Joe, Remy Ma, Clifford Shields was in the audience too.
I was remember what it was like.
Of course, everything.
You know what I'm saying?
The whole setup inside the house was just like it.
But like,
how did they do that? Nah. And we're like, I was like, wow.
So like, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Cosmic Nerds, Cosmic Saito, Cosmic Brandon. You know, we're here to talk about a slew of events. Hey man, I think the last time I saw you was when we went to go see Superman, right?
Oh right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, we never got to sit down and really chat about it. I think you went on a little adventure to where was it? New York.
New York, right? Queens.
Yeah, man. How was that?
Honestly, it was amazing. You know, I haven't been to New York in a long time. It's a different world. You know, absolutely. The mall was pretty nice. I went to Brooklyn to go to Aki. Was it Aki's Way?
Yeah.
So over social media, I see celebrities going there all the time. So I was like, let me try that. The sandwiches, definitely a 10 out of 10.
What you get one like a sandwich like with a honey bun? Or something?
No, the honey bun kind of freaked me out. It was like, the hell is that? Honey bun in a sandwich? It's like, yeah, that's diabetes. You know, so I was like, let me get a waffle, chopped cheese on a waffle.
That's still a little crazy, brother.
It is. Yeah, true.
How was the fight though? You got to see like there was 2 belts up for the line.
Oh yeah, there was a belt fight between Poelo and Matias, and then there was I think Shakur Stevenson was defending his belt against Zepeda.
Nice.
That was all the fights were great. You know, too bad my boy, you know, Cito, his fight got postponed, sadly. But you guys look at our videos, you'll see the full interview on why that happened. But as far as the final fight between Shrez and Ulanga, yeah, Shrez knocked his ass out like 3 times. It's crazy. This man came out with Fat Joe, Remy Ma, and Clifford Shields was in the audience too. And I was like, damn, I can only imagine what she was thinking. I can't stand her, you know, because they got beef, right?
Yeah, all the papoose.
Yeah, Remy Ma knows better to mess with Clifford Shields. But anyway,
I mean, Remy Ma probably just shoot her.
Right. Terror Squad.
Go right back to jail.
Right. So Fat Joe came out with the song Lean Back, and then Shiraz made Blanca lean back at the end of the day.
Hey, there you go.
It's crazy because at the fight, some guy in the back, at first, he screamed, he said, boring. And then next thing you know, I don't know, Shiraz just turned it up. I don't know if he heard him, per se, but next thing you know, he knocked out Blanca 3 times.
There you go.
And they stopped the fight.
That's a good show, man. That's a good show. Hey man, I'm happy to hear you had a good time, dude. That's phenomenal. Like, dude, like, right. Hey, I haven't got to go see a professional fight yet, so dude, the fact that you got to go there, make a little video, you know, kind of gave me like that first. I got to live vicariously through you and through that video, man. So it's pretty dope.
So what about you with Wu-Tang?
Yo, Wu-Tang forever. You know, Wu-Tang is for the children. Absolutely phenomenal concert. Check out the video that I made about, you know, my little journey there. Like I said in the video, it was absolutely phenomenal to go check out and see all 8 members together for like their final tour.
It's crazy.
And hear them sing songs I've been listening to since I was a little kid, man. Like I told you this before, like Wu-Tang was the first concert I ever seen, so it's kind of like a full circle moment for me. You know, it was great. It was great. Like I can't say anything bad about it at all. You know, it was great experience. But yeah, man, I don't know. I did like. I keep thinking about it. I've been listening to Wu-Tang in my car ever since, like that day, and like I don't want to turn it off. You know, I was like,
right. You've been at Shaolin since you left.
Yeah, pretty much. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I've been stuck in Shaolin since in my head ever since I left. Yo, I'm about to go watch a Kung Fu movie when I get home. go watch the Shogun Assassin or something.
Right.
Nah, man. With that being said, like I said, we haven't seen each other since we went to go see Superman. Obviously, we got to see you super earlier. Thank you, Amazon Prime, for that.
Right.
So, what'd you think about the movie, man?
Man, I thought Superman movie was incredible. Yeah. Incredible. You know, and mind you, I know you as well. We've seen every single Superman movie from Christopher Reeves to now. Like, just all of them. And this by far, I definitely would say, like, regardless of what some people might think, they might not like it, but I honestly think it was the best one. Even like the flight scenes, like where he was flying, I felt like the way they encompassed the flight stuff was pretty good. Because sometimes with Superman movies, it's kind of hard to do, Superman's flight speeds and all that
Yeah, for
stuff.
sure.
You know,
Nah, it was cool because like I don't know if you peeped, but like every time he was flying away, it's not like they like sometimes most times the cameras are right on top of him, but like if he was flying away quick, the camera had to catch up to him. So it was actually like a
right,
great detail, man. Like like the directing of the movie was amazing. The way like the music got played into it was great. I think the plot of how like they did it because like most superhero movies in general don't start out the way this one started. You know, saying hey, like for 3 centuries that the metahumans already there. Kind
right,
of gave us like it's like we got thrown into a universe where everybody knows about metahumans. Everyone already knows about Superman. He's been Superman, I think, what for like 3 years at this point or 3 months.
right.
He's already dating Lois Lane. Like he's already into it all the way. And then the movie literally starts with 3 minutes ago. He just got his ass kicked for the first time. So it's like it just like throws you in to everything, and you're like, all right, now you're along for this ride. Let's see how this situation plays out. My biggest takeaway from it is like, of all comic book movies that I've seen, superhero movies and whatnot, I honestly could say this one, it was literally watching like a comic
Right.
on the big screen. Like the fight with the kaiju, like him flying around, zipping around. Like, yo, you see that in the comic. The way they tell the story, it felt very like comic booky, but in like a good way, not like to make it corny and like have
Yeah, I
like
know
the
what you
little cuts
mean.
with the scenes and all that stuff like you've seen in other movies. It was like it's literally like James Gunn ripped it from the comic book and then just put it in live action on the screen. And like I don't know, like you gotta give him credit where great credit is due.
That's for
It
sure.
was great, man. Um, outside of that, like now everyone can do these comparisons with like, hey, which Superman is better?
Right.
Because there's the Christopher Reeves fans from like back in the day. There's the Henry Cavill fans from now because obviously like he portrayed it for a long period of time, and now there's the new Superman. I think his name's David Cornsweet or something
Corn
along those
sweat,
lines.
yeah.
Yeah. So, in your opinion, what Superman is better?
I personally think that the new Superman is better. I mean, granted, I mean, Henry Cavill got to play Superman 3 times,
Right.
and I don't think he was bad. I just think that the Superman we got with Corn Sweat was just more. It showed more of his humanity. It showed more of his. It showed his superpowers. It showed some things that we haven't seen him, like you said, do in like a lot of films. Like you say,
Right.
they ripped it from the comic book. You know what I mean? Henry Cavill was just strictly just Superman, his powers and everything. It wasn't really didn't show him like his true personality and who he is.
He was more Superman than he was Clark Kent.
Right.
Right. Um, no, like I kind of agree with you. Like you don't really get to see him play Clark Kent much because in Batman v Superman, he's literally just pretty much Superman for most of the movie, and then in Justice League,
Right.
he comes back to life halfway through the movie. He's just Superman the entire time. So you don't really get to say that like personal relationship with him and like being Clark Kent, uh, more or less. With this Superman, like it shows you in the movie like when he's doing the interview with Lois, like of how much like that of him being like a human.
Right.
Like he's more. That's the best way I can put it. He's more human in the movie. Like he's more emotional, like in a good way, like and more like grounded, like from his parents who raised him in Kansas, like really like uh showed him how it was to be like a human being in it, and like with that, like it's that argument like nature versus nurture.
Right.
Because like he thought his nature was from that video he got from his parents telling him, hey, you're here to protect the earth and all this other stuff. When he got nurtured from his parents in Kansas to be like a good human being at the end of the day. So I don't know. It was a great way to look at it and view it from obviously multiple different standpoints because like we've been watching Superman for decades at this point.
That's for sure.
The
And Lex Luthor was pretty good too.
Honestly,
Shocked.
Honestly, the actor is phenomenal.
Right.
That because that was the dude who played Beast.
He did.
In like the early
Days of Future Past.
Days of Future Past, and like X-Men First Class and all this stuff.
Right.
Like, So that guy's a good actor. He did it. Honestly, I like probably one of the best Lex Luthor's I've ever seen. The scene that got me, I'm like, okay, this dude understands the character. Was when he lost and he cried.
Right.
I'm like, oh, this dude gets it. Like, because Lex isn't mad that Superman beat him or he got hurt and all this other stuff. He's more pissed off. He's like, yo, like this dude is better than me, and he proved how he's better than me. And now he's more so disappointed at himself because he's envious.
Yeah.
He's petty. He's supposed to be the smartest person on the planet.
Right.
In his mind, I just lost to this dumb alien.
Right.
Who's just strong. You know what I'm saying? So like for him to shed a tear in that, and then like when they're driving away, you can just look like he's just pissed, like he's just angry. Like I don't know. The Lex Luthor is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, I agree with you because he was like, man, it was crazy. Like he was such a narcissist, just like in the comics.
Oh yeah.
I think the only thing I could say about the character in itself is that maybe get a little bit more in shape. A little bit more muscle. But other than that, like with the scene when they walked into the Fortress of Solitude, and blades are just going through by his face, and he's not even phased because he's that confident, and that he thinks he's that confident and that smart that my guy should be able to handle anything. They're not going to touch me. Yeah,
he like literally a robot's about to punch him in his face, and he just keeps walking. Like,
right.
There's so much chaos going around on me. It's cool, calm, collective the entire time. It's pretty impressive, man. Like the Lexes from like previous movies, like they were good for what they were, but this one kind of like, again, it's like him in the comic, man, like
right.
Or in the animated shows and all that stuff. Like you just like you ripped them out of it. And just
it's true.
Because
Lex always got an ace up his sleeve.
Always
a backup plan, protocol. It's almost like the Joker with the aces up his sleeve. He's always doing some like quick gags or something.
Yeah.
Batman might have him like this. Where are they? And then he sprays him in the face with the
laughing gas.
The laughing gas. Yeah. Or he'll tell a joke and then he'll spray with the laughing gas. And then he gets away.
No, I think the movie was great, man. The other thing, like, even so much so, like I'm gonna beat it to like a dead horse, but like in the comics, right? Like, or in like the show, like the anime show, there's always other characters or always other like heroes helping out. Because now we got to see Guy Gardner as the Green Lantern.
Yes.
We got to see Mr. Fantastic. I think Mr. Fantastic was the best. Literally, he was fantastic in the movie.
You mean Mr. Terrific?
Mr. Terrific. I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Terrific, Mr. Terrific, right?
Like, was terrific. Like he kind of like stole like the show in the movie. Like he was the guy who went and helped Superman out and all that stuff. Then you got Hawk Girl.
Yep.
So it's like what they call them, like the Justice Gang.
Yeah, the Justice Gang.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what I noticed about the Justice Gang and where they were? You know what kind of it looked like?
What?
Remember that show we used to watch when we were kids? I think it was because of licensing. Like they couldn't like call it the Justice League, but Super Friends.
Yeah. So dude, I was just about to say that.
Right.
So
the whole setup in the building looked just like it.
So bro, that was the Hall of Justice. Like,
oh my god,
you don't get to see it all the way. It says Hall of, and then like the guy's working on the last part of Justice, but that is like picture perfect from that show Super Friends. That's the Hall of Justice, and they were just inside. The other cool thing that I peeped, if you look at the outfits they were wearing, it's supposed to say like Justice Gang, but the what looks like a G looks like a L for League, so they can change it to Justice League like in the future. So I thought that was cool because like once again, dude, like growing up as a kid and we're just watching cartoons all the time and getting to see the Hall of Justice in a movie for the first time,
right?
It's like, yo, are they gonna do like the Legion of Doom when it comes out of water? Like, dog, if I see that in the future, like, all right, yeah, this DCU thing is absolutely.
I thought they were gonna do that. To be honest,
that'd have been crazy. But we need more villains first.
We do.
We need more villains.
We definitely do.
So I hope that's in his playbook to come out later, because like, I don't know, man. I never thought in a million years I would see the Hall of Justice in a movie, and I got to see it, and it was cool because you go in and you think like. Because you remember what it looked like.
Of course, everything.
You know what I'm saying?
The whole setup inside the house looked just like it.
But like,
how did they do that? And I was like, wow.
So like that was the other cool thing about the movie too. Is like, dude, if you're a nerd and like you understand, like you've like watched it, like regardless if you liked it or not, and you just watched it,
right?
The fact that he was snitching on Superman about the hypno glasses. Not a lot of people know about, like, that's what his glasses actually did.
Right.
You know, like changed his face a little bit. That's why Like everyone has, oh, he's just wearing glasses. No, his glasses make people not know he's Clark Kent and
Like
Superman.
that.
Just
Right.
like just little tidbits, man. Like I think Crypto was great. Like we never got to see Crypto like in a movie. We got to see
Very bad dog. He's really untrained.
terrible dog,
Terrible dog.
terrible dog, terrible dog. That's a bad boy. But when he needs to be a good one, hey man, he was right there.
That's true.
Dude. The only thing there's one thing I don't know. Maybe you could touch on this a little bit more, but like, is there no more kryptonite in the world? Or
So that's a great question because I know the kryptonite comes from like certain planets.
mm-hmm.
So I actually don't remember how, but like how he was able to get. I know in the movie, like the guy was able to replicate any type of metal,
Yeah,
or anything using certain chemical compounds.
Yeah,
right. But as far as that, I don't know. You know, one thing that didn't raise questions for me is like so like when he had the what was it, the kryptonite disease.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a real thing in the comics too, like that. But that was like usually it's like a smoke. There's like a smoke of cloud or something, kryptonite.
Okay.
So how it got into his bloodstream was kind of like that was one thing I kept on wondering, like how did that happen?
Yeah. And the reason I asked you this question is because like you go and watch like an older movie like Batman v Superman. Batman has his own thing of kryptonite. Because in this movie they say there's no more kryptonite left on the planet, like it's all gone.
Well, how do they use it then? It can be gone.
So because Metamorpho is able to make anything, so obviously he makes his own kryptonite. But if in this universe, if there's no more kryptonite, then that kind of means that Superman has no weakness. He's pretty much like just the strongest person like ever. Like who could be him if they don't have no weakness for him?
Well, maybe that's why they did the whole thing with the sun, which is another thing too. We've never seen ever in any Superman movie is how the sun heals him. So when he gets hurt, he needs the sun to heal. So if there's no sun, I guess that's when he's at his weakest.
No, that's a phenomenal point. Like the fact that Metamorpho was able to like combine stuff to make a sun, like that's another good character that they added into the show in itself. And then like early in the movie where he loses, goes to the Fortress of Solitude, and like they put him up, have the sun like directly hit him. Yeah, you never really see that. They never.
No.
That's a good point. I think they might have touched upon it like lately in other movies, but it was never like a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is what he uses to get his powers. Like that's his thing. And that's kind of why his parents sent him to that Earth, because so he could be a powerful like god because of the sun. Because depending on what color the sun is, like because obviously at the end of the movie, Supergirl comes and they're saying she's been drunk on plants with red suns. For who knows how long. That's why they left him. That Crypto is her dog and whatnot. Which that's another movie coming out in the future with the DC. It's like they're gonna have Supergirl is gonna have her own movie, so that's gonna be fire. That's gonna be fire.
But yeah, it's cool because like you said, like people will talk when they compare Henry Cavill, like Zack Snyder's version, and you got this version. It's there. He just touched on the Superman, like just his strengths. Per se, maybe just the only weakness we really saw was his kryptonite. But in this Superman movie, I can't see how anyone would hate this movie if you're a huge fan, because literally, like we said, you got the sun. You get to see how strong his breath is.
He pulled himself out of a black hole.
He pulled himself out of the black hole. We saw a lot more feats, and we saw strengths and weaknesses. And I feel like on the same level.
Yeah, the only thing like that I can take away from the movie that I'm not like a huge fan of is that like he cloned Superman with his hair, and
they made Bizarro.
Yeah, because isn't that guy supposed to be Bizarro?
Yeah,
like, he was inputting like literally like video game buttons, like, hey, this is what you do, like
pretty much, right?
You know what I'm saying? So and then Bizarro gets sucked into the black hole, like, or whatever, the clone gets sucked into the black hole. I like side note, like I was hoping it was gonna be Henry Cavill, like he's gonna pull the mask off and it's gonna be him.
That would be funny as hell.
Hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
Awesome. Because hey, he still gets to play Superman, but he's not really Superman. That would have been dope. But like, I'm hoping that character comes back because like obviously Bizarro has like his own like place in Superman lore and whatnot. So for him to be there would be great.
And he was part of the Legion of Doom.
Yeah.
So
like you kind of hope that these characters get more shine in the future. But hey, this is the second project out of the DCU so far. With Creature Commandos being the first. So like I think it going forward, it's in good hands, man. It's in good hands. Like the next thing I need to see is for me to be like, all right, we're all set because obviously other movies are gonna come out. Whatever they do with Batman, after that they figure that out, I'll be happy. But for Superman, Superman's in great hands, man.
It's true. I will say this though, to end off with Superman, I want to say this: as far as like a big bad villain like Marvel's Thanos, I know Zack Snyder kind of did the whole Dark Side. He didn't really get to finish it. He just did his uncle, right? But with this one, I think that the big bad villain that should be for the Justice League, if they're gonna redo the whole thing, is Brainiac. Do Brainiac, and then worry about Dark Side another time. Only because we already kind of saw it. So let the fans take a break from that. Let's finish the Brainiac saga, and then let's bring Dark Side in.
Nah, Brainiac would be crazy.
Right.
And well, I'll close on this when it comes to Superman. I thought it was very cool how like the mid credit scene and the end credit scene, they didn't like it's like, hey, look out for this. It was just like it made the movie better. Like, okay, hey, here's a scene with Supergirl, and then here's a joke with Superman and Mr. Terrific. Because like obviously with all these years and like Marvel doing that, and like now it's become a thing. Now people are saying, hey, what's the next movie that's coming out?
Right.
For them, they were like, okay, well, here is another character, and here's a joke about these guys being friendly and all that other stuff. Like, it made the movie more enjoyable. Like now, if you go watch it, and those scenes are like, now you really don't have to stay. You know, you can just kind of get up and leave, or you can just watch those scenes and be like, haha, this is great. Whatever it may, like, you can't be upset at it because it enhances like your viewing pleasure at the end of the day. It's kind of
right. Mr. Terrific is badass, by the way. Badass. His first appearance in a live action movie. Badass, top notch. Mr. Terrific.
Oh no, that was phenomenal.
Right.
He's a wisecracker, makes jokes, do that. I don't know. It was dope.
Right.
I don't know about his history too much, but that dude, he did it all. He saves the show. He saves the show. Goes saves. He does everything he needed from a supporting character. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. But to move forward, you know, because obviously we're hyped. It's all like the July is a big month for movies and whatnot. We got Fantastic Four coming next. That movie has to do well. Hey guys, so we had to cut it short. You know, kind of got going into a tangent talking about a bunch of the stuff that we like to talk about here on the channel. So if you want to see the rest of the interview, like and subscribe.